With less than 10 days to climb the ladder and hit God rank, I thought it'd be great to share the top 5 set 1 decks that can help you grind out those last few matches and finally reach God rank. Starting with deck number 5, and that's the Vegeta Beatdown deck. Now, this deck is really simple to pilot. You have your 2 Self-Awakeners, well 3 really, plus your My Self-Awakener to essentially get your Vegeta to 4, have a small hand size, and just swing with 35k battle power, essentially depleting your opponent from card advantage in their hand. Say goodbye to those super combos. It's also got 2 1-drop 15k battle cards that can take advantage of the Final Hope / extra card or even the Gallic Gun extra card to swing for some insane amount of damage. 3 double strikers, 3 Go Tanks that could essentially either swing for 45k or bring back 2 10k combo cards from your drop. And then we got our bouncer for this nightclub, Trunks, that can bounce things like double strikers, a Selku, very advantageous for this blue Vegeta deck. Oh, and I feel like I'd be amiss to not mention the Pilaf Final Hope / engine, because if you know, then you know. But yeah, this deck is pretty self-explanatory, especially going up against green. You hit them really fast in the face as many times as possible. It's also nice that a lot of these cards give you 10k combo. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Now let's move on to deck number 4, and that's U7 Goku Swarm deck. Now with this ability for this leader, as soon as you awaken, all of your Universe 7 characters get plus 5,000 battle power. Now on paper, that doesn't sound like a lot, right? But then you start looking at things like your Krillin here, who already gets plus 500 on your turn, now gets an additional I said 500, 5,000 on your turn, gets an additional, making it 25,000. Essentially being able to swing at things like Broly and force them to waste cards out of their hand. You have your 3-cost Cooler Frieza, what is this guy's name? Frost. God, I can't believe I forgot that. To go up against yellow matches. But that's not the only thing about this deck. Yeah, sure, we have our Self-Awakeners being these guys, right? But also this deck features the strategy of negging your opponent's battle cards, especially with things like your 2-cost hit, your 3-drop Goku, Son Goku, blue hair. I don't know, they need to come up with better names for this. Your Son Gohan 3-drop that minuses 10k on every single battle card on your opponent's side. That's insane. Your 4-drop Son Gohan, another minus 10k when attacking. Your double striker, need I mention that? Your Krillin 4-drop that minuses 20k battle power. And then this guy, the secret rare Son Goku. So there's a lot of layers of strategy here. You could either go crazy, swarm your board, or even just, reduce the opponent's battle cards to 0 and just delete them that way. And on top of that, there's a really cool first turn strategy that a lot of people don't know about. It's your Self-Awakener Roshi, rocking its ability, drawing from your life, and then also using this extra card down here for free to essentially search your deck for any Universe 7 card, essentially putting one of the top 5 cards in your deck into your hand for free. So yeah, pretty good deck right here. Now let's move on to number 3, one of the most consistent decks in the format, and that's Frieza Force. That's a pretty good name, we'll go with that. You'll notice there's only one extra card here, being what is this called, Supernova, mainly because you could only use it on your turn. It's really not advantageous on your opponent's turn. You can't even play it, but on your turn you could essentially freeze an opponent's battle card that's a 4-drop or less and boost one of your cards by 20k. Pretty nuts here. You have your Searcher, your Frieza Searcher being Zarbon. 1-drop, you have your another Arrestor right here with a 10k 1-drop Frieza. Really love this card. You have your Draw Engine being Ginyu that could synergize with your Awakened Frieza. You have your Self-Awakeners with Naze, 2-drop Frieza, Raccoon that also synergizes with Ginyu to get you back to energy. There's so much this restanding energy and restanding cards. It's pretty strong in this game. That's why this is super consistent. And on top of that, we have, our Cooler, which is probably one of the best blockers in set 1. So that way, when you're attacking or when you're blocking, its effect essentially just activates. Pretty nuts. Your R40 battle power Frieza that, might I add, is a 5k combo. That's pretty nice. We have 4 double strikers, but the cards I want to talk about is your extra restander here being Banan, right? But then also our 2 drop blocker. I forget this guy's name, but super great going against green. They play their androids, they play Broly, and they hit this guy. Guess what? Now we rest any of their cards because that's its win KO'd ability. However, this card is not great going up against Beerus because Beerus can just neg it by minus, 10k and no ability procs. So if you're going against Beerus, might want to just use this guy for combo, right? Or maybe even energy. I don't know. But yeah, this is the number 3 deck. Now let's move on to number 2. And would you know? Would you look at that? It's Broly, the inevitable. Crazy. Who didn't see this coming, right? Anyway, I'm sure many of you have played against this. We have 2 MOAs here to help you search for your destructive strength. You pretty much always want to mulligan for this. However, if you're going up against another green and you don't have this, but you have something like a Broly or a Double Striker or, any of these bigger boss cards, you might just want to hold on to those and not mulligan, because the worst thing is, yeah, you get your destructive strength, but now you draw none of your big bosses going into a green mirror match. So you kind of have to play it that way. We have Selku to synergize with Awakened Broly. We have 3 Vegeta, 4-drop Vegetas, because mainly I kind of like this guy better. The Son Goku that essentially does the same thing, but instead of sending a card from your drop to your energy, it's from your hand to your energy. But the thing that I like about this is in a mirror match against Broly, yeah, guess what? We get to hit him with 25k. That's pretty solid. And then we have our, 2-drop drawing Android 18, and we have our 4 self-awakeners right here. However, if you're already awakened, you could pretty much just use this for combos. We have 2 life Hans that essentially bring back life, because when you awaken, you're going to be put at 3 life and you're going to want as much life back as possible. What is this? Gigantic Meteor, insane card. This is 0 cost Selku card, instant Kamehameha, that's what it's called. This thing is covering the names, man. It's kind of hard to do this. And then our 4 Broly, yeah, they're 0 combos, but like this is literally the strongest boss card in set 1. You're just going to want 4, right? But then this Gohan's pretty interesting because it can pull for a lot of things. It can pull for your Selku. It can pull for any of your 4-drop Gokus or Vegetas, right? It can pull your, what's it called? Gigantic Meteor, I believe. That is a Saiyan card as well as destructive strength. I could be making that up, right? But I'm pretty sure it just pulls any Saiyan card that's a 5 cost or less. I need to read that effect again. I'm pretty sure though. Oh, we could also pull this 5-drop Son Gohan that knocks out things like Cooler or the 4-drop Frieza or any other 4-drop that's kind of scary on the board right now. But yeah, if this guy is number 2, who the heck is at number 1, guys? Oh, of course it's Gohan, the Ramp God. What do you guys think here? Now, this deck is pretty similar to the Broly deck. There's a couple of different things, like we have our 5-drop Turles, we have our 6-drop Android. What's this guy's name? It's 16? Yeah, that's his name. Android 16, which synergizes really well with the Life Han. You can use this, then play this guy, then bring back this guy, and just insane amount of health. And if you don't know what Gohan does, essentially, it doesn't matter if it's your turn or the opponent's turn, but during battle, you can boost this guy to a 35k once per turn for sending 1 energy from your energy to your drop. However, you have a Selku on the field, it doesn't matter. You're getting that energy back. You don't lose anything. Other newer cards in here is the, what is this, a Big Bang Attack? I think that's what it is. It becomes a 1-drop if you have 6 energy or more, and this is just really good to remove another 5-drop on the field. It could be an opposing Double Striker, an opposing Selku, doesn't matter. It's only 5 drops, but it's really strong with that. I think it's also like 5 or less, so it can be a 4-drop. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that, right? Again, I left my glasses at home. I can't read this tiny text. And then we have the secret rare here, the Son Gohan with the dad and the Kamehameha and the father-son moment. It's adorable. Now, this thing is either a 50k that you can swing with, or you can on play pretty much delete every other 5-drop on the opponent's side of the field. Don't mistake this as a full board wipe. When I first played this, I was like, oh, watch me just delete their double androids. Yeah, that's a 6-drop. Nothing's happening. I just wasted a card and I froze my character for that turn. So read the cards. But yeah, I'm actually using a variation of this Gohan Ramp God deck to actually climb the ladder probably right now. I might actually be live. But yeah, I got like, what is it, less than 10 days to hit God rank? Crunch time, baby. So yeah, wish me luck. Anyway, bye.